Howdy y'all, my name is ChucklesTC and welcome back to my World of Outlaws 23 career mode, where today we are headed to the midget race at Fairbury Speedway and the street stock race at Lehmanland. We're going to head to Fairbury first. And once it loads, let's go ahead and load in here. We're looking for a top 20 today, and I'll cut back to you guys once we're at the track. Okay, we're loaded in here at Fairbury. Our goal time for practice is 11.868. Let's go ahead and hop into it and see what we can do. This is the track with the deadly tires on the inside. Let's fix this. Okay. And before we even clock our first lap, we already have significant, or not significant, but decent right side damage. Our record lap here was an 11.406. But we instantly got there and beat our goal time. And we shot a bit lower from where we should get with the upgrades to the car and everything. But we shot lower knowing that we're struggling recently in this series. And what started off in such a good way at the start of the season has just not panned out good for us. We set our fastest record lap here around this track in 11.269. And we get into, I believe that's Cox there. We sort of nudged him out of our way. And he'll ruin the end of this lap for us. We're going to run one more lap. Then we're going to wreck him if we can catch back up to him. Okay. Man, yeah, we just cannot catch up to him. We're going to spin ourselves out. Dang it, man, we're having really unlucky trying to get these guys. We set one lap below our goal time, and it's an 11.878, which is a tenth off, or not even a tenth, 100th off. So that's pretty good. So we move on to the next session of qualifying. Let's see what we can do here. Our goal time is an 11.687. And we had a good chunk of laps faster than this. And it looks like we went a bit too conservative on that first lap. We definitely could have got more speed out of it. And we're going to qualify P13 with 11.441. We advanced to Heat 1 starting in fourth. So let's hop in here for the first heat of the evening, right starting to our inside. And we'll shoot it down on the inside of right, or wiping him out for the moment. And that's Jones, who we got into it with in practice. We're going to squeeze it in on him. It's not looking too good. So those guys up in front of us are pulling away. We'll dump Jones out there. And the caution will fly. We're back into fourth. So we are going to have a green-white checkered here. So 2 more laps left around here. Oh, and there's our other rival, Bobby Young. We take the white flag, singing fourth. We're going to dump Brooks out. Oh no, we're going to ramp up over him. We're going to be down to fifth when the caution flies. One more restart, another green-white checkered. I was trying to dump him. I'm not going to lie. I'm genuinely surprised that no one behind us was able to pass, really. Only Williams was able to make up a spot. So it's 2 more laps around here. All this damage, which somehow isn't a ton. Wright's going to be able to drive off, and Brooks was able to put it low on us. He's going to take third over us. We finished where we started in P4. So we're going to be starting the race in P13. And Bobby Young gets that final advancement spot. Let's head on to the A main. Loaded in here for the A main. Chuck Diaz finished second in the B main, starting in 22nd. Cooper Williams starting in second, finished second in the qualifying dash. Casey Sherman finished third in the qualifying dash, starting in third. And ourselves starting in P13 after finishing fourth in Heat 1. We're underway here from 13th, not 3rd. Oh no. That was so dumb. We're lucky to not get race ending damage, but we basically did as we were sent to the rear of the field. Restarting P25. Ton of front end damage that's going to make it difficult to turn, and we spun a car on the restart. And we restart in P24. See if we can't hold off this position. Never mind, we were really side by side there with Diaz, which just makes us actually lose the position with Williams. So we're going to dump off Jackson there. So we're up into P18. Bobby Young with a rough start to the race. He's dropped down. Actually only one position, I think. Oh no, he started in P17. Okay. I had to do the math real quick in my head. We've lost a couple positions on the restart. Barnes was slow in front of us, which gets us a bunch more airtime. And what in the world? We're stuck in the wall. Man. Tight pack racing near the rear of this field, and we're back in the rear once again with Jackson in 24th. We were just squeezed there and had to ramp up on, was that Brooks? We're going to get into Diaz now. So that top 20 is starting to pull away from us. Where it's Bobby in 20th. And we have to finish in 20th with 5 to go. Robinson is the next car on track now. We're going to make the move on Robinson. We're getting out of the gas once we got into Bobby. Or actually before we did. Knowing that the contact was going to happen and trying to not bring out a caution. With 3 laps to go here, the leader just took 2 to go. But there's a car around and the caution will fly. So is that due to me? Restarting in P19 here with the green-white checkered. What in the world? On the restart, a car puts himself around. We hold position, but that was weird. He shot it up on us. There's nothing we can do. And we're restarting here. 2 more laps around here at Fairbury. And the race is final. We're going to come through to finish P18 to starting P13. Rough drop off at the end of the race. We meet our goal. And our P14 in the season standings. I'll cut back to you guys on the main menu. Okay, loaded back here on the main menu. Finish 18, meet our sponsor goal. Ooh. Okay. Hit B there on accident, but it worked out. And we're going to be headed to the final race of the season next episode at Eldora in the showcase. We have a new crew chief available. And we'll add him to the street stocks, and I'll cut back to you guys once we're loaded up there. Okay. So yeah, I'll cut back to you guys once we're loaded up on the street stocks. Okay, loaded in here on the street stocks. Let's go ahead and load into the event at Lima Land. And I'll cut back to you guys once we're there. Okay, loaded in here at Lima Land. Our goal time for practice is a 14.974. Let's see. Our record lap here earlier this season was a 14.712. Bit of struggles with grip as we kick off. As Lima Land is semi-notorious for that. So we raced here last episode in the midgets. Clock of 15.733 there. Steadily improving our pace here in practice. We know we want to be exiting out closer to the wall. There we have a super slow lap. Now we're going to come through, hit a 16 again. This one's looking like we might have decent speed. So we do beat our goal time there with the 14.878. The second corner is not going to be near as good as the first one, though. And now it seems like we're really struggling on this second corner entry. And we'll wash out into the wall there and get a heavy amount of damage. But we'll beat our goal time again. And we'll set a new fast lap of the session. There on what I'd honestly consider a really bad lap. So we sort of lost it through here, but we're able to save it by riding super down low. And there's our cleanest lap as we're sort of finding our rhythm here. And who would have guessed all it took was blowing out our right side and denting in the rear bumper a bit. We pick up some speed. Sort of knock something right in the car with that impact. And now we're not running down near where we need to be running on the track. We go ahead and damage the rest of the car. Now we have super heavy right side damage. It's looking gloomy for qualifying. We're going to be on our last practice lap now. Don't get near wide enough to the outside wall. We're going to come through for this one. Make it a 15-11 on our final lap. And try to park it, but for some reason we were unable to. Man, okay. Never mind. I was sort of hoping to just like wipe out into a car, but they slowed down for me. We have a fast lap of 14.694. Let's advance to qualifying, where our goal qualifying position is going to be a 14.9 or 595. And we instantly have a ton of front end damage. Now the rest of the car is damaged. There goes our qualifying attempt, basically. .149 on our opening lap of qualifying. Not great at all. We're going to qualify P21 and move on to Heat 1 starting in 6th place. So we move on to the heat race now. Starting in 6th, just one spot out of the transfer spot with Bobby Young on our inside. We were up fighting for second for a moment there. Then we washed back down to 6th. Got a lot better of an exit there. Back to take a super low line, which will wash us up on the exit of the corner. We're trying to look to make a move on hill in these next couple laps. We wash down after contact there. Have heavy contact with the inside. And our whole front bumper is on critical condition. So we have 2 laps to go, narrowing the gap here to hill. And never mind, there goes that gap that we've narrowed. So on the final lap, we are going to be setting up Robinson to be able to make a move here on the exit of the corner. We're going to hold him off and finish 4th in the Heat 1, starting in 13th place in the race. Now as we head to the A main, let's see what we can do. Now it is time for the A main. Chase Jones starting in 6th after finishing 6th in the qualifying dash. Billy Green in 11th after finishing 3rd in Heat 3. Chuck Diaz starts in 24th after finishing 4th in the B main. And we will start in 13th place after finishing 4th in Heat 1. And we're up into 11th here on the opening lap. Drop back down to 12th, and we're going to dump out a car. And we're going to be restarting in 11th. We made up 2 positions in that opening lap. Coming to the line this time, and we're back green. With 13 laps to go in the race. Oh, we're going to have heavy contact. The inside. Caution will not fly. So we do the same move that we did multiple times today already. So we're in 10th, Bailey in 9th. We lose some time there to that leader is just, he's had one heck of a season, I believe. I can't get out of you, bro. Wright's going to pull away for 10th, and we're going to lose a couple more positions as we lost a ton of track time while tangled up with him. So now we're going to shoot it down on Wright to make back up 10th position. So we're halfway to go in this race. And we're sitting in P11, fighting for the position with Wright and Green. And we get split. And Green's going to be able to keep on driving away. Five laps remain here as Green sits in P10 with a second gap over us. And we are just watching the time tick away and watching that top 10 drive away. So we now get critical damage to the left side of the car. Leader takes 2 to go. Oh no, I sort of lost it there on the entrance to the corner. We'll spin out right. We drop down to 14th before the caution flies. And everyone up to 18th was lapped. The 105 of Cox will start to our inside. We get back to racing here. So we get 2 to go. Drive it up here into the top 10, taking the white flag. We'll make another huge contact there with the inside wall. We'll make a move trying to get 6th at the line. Very undeserved. We'll finish 7th in the race at Lima Land. Here we're going to take a look at the cinematic view of our late wreck with Wright. Where we turn him, he gets lifted there, and then he'll wash out, and a car will spin around, and he'll get hit again. Let's take another look at this from a different angle. We're just going to shoot it in, pile drive him. Then he's boom collected there. We're going to switch camera angles. And here we get the position back on him. Then on the switchback. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I'm not sure what happened. We were running low and the car sort of just slid and turned up track. Or we turn him, he gets hit there and lifted. And that's where we lose the 3 positions before the caution flies. They're still getting hit back there. So yeah, that one dude just had it out for him, I guess. So we come through to finish 7th. And we will move up into 11th in the season standings, heading into the final race. And I'll cut back to you guys on the main menu. Okay. We meet our goal today. Just disappointing in ourselves. And we'll move on to the final race next episode for the showcase at Eldora. Let's go ahead and repair parts. Let's see if we cannot purchase the upgrade, and we cannot. We're $30 short. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and come back next episode where both series will be racing in Eldora showcases. Thank you all, and goodbye.